pulling me to you. Like destiny, I cannot deny. Soft harmonies floating to the skyline. Falsetto tracing fire in the dark. Your heartbeat syncing up with mine. Igniting every hidden spark. I stand firm like coral stone, unshaken by the roaring sea. Raised where thundertones are grown. Straight carved into me. No hesitance and in my stride. No retreat inside my chest. I carry islands deep inside. Power living in my breath. Yeah. From the harbor to the street. Feel the pressure. Feel the heat. No surrender. No retreat. We rise upon this beat. Ocean command. Take your stand. Raise your voice across the sand. Island anthem loud and grand. We move as one. We make the plan. Ocean command. Feel this sound. Feel the bass. Take the ground.
Hey, Talofa, and oh wait, my brother's from the other side of heaven. We got to throw your tease a tongue in. Malo Lele, welcome into Budah's Lounge. It is that time, and you know, now first and foremost, we start this conversation, long form conversation, because we want to have much more meaningful conversation than just the 2 minutes on Fox or the 2 minutes on radio, you know, Sifa. Yeah. So before we get to our first guest here, I just want to run down the community calendar and things and places where you can catch Cindy and I as we do our pop-ups for our work. Wednesday up at Wild Cannabis in Wyoming, 2 to 4 o'clock, 267 Bear River Drive, Evanston, Wyoming. Yes, we go all the way to Evanston, Wyoming there. You ever been in Wyoming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Montana. Sorry, not Wyoming, Montana.
Evanston, is there an Evanston, Montana?
Somewhere out there.
Or there's a Wyoming, Montana. Tongans and some tomato. That's okay. Thursday we set up at the Flower Shop.
That's awesome.
That's a dispensary.
Okay.
From 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and then we go over to 10 o'clock. Then from 10 to 12, we set up at our Ogden office. The addresses are 3775 Wall Avenue, then 3544 Lincoln. That's for your medical cards. $69. Friday, we're going to be set up at Provo's Empathetics office. That's from 3 to 6 p.m., 455 North University Avenue, number 205. Sifa, check this out. We are going to have a tent right on the corner. I don't know if BYU students and Provo residents are ready for us. We're going to just be jamming out.
Bringing the mana down south.
Well, we're bringing something. I don't quite know if it's the mana, but it'll be something. Saturday, the Cars and Coffee at Southtown Mall is going down from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Park City Farmers Market, yes, our host, Volker's Bakery, is going on 6699 North Landmark. It's kitty corner from the Zoomies. That's going on from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. Please stop in and say hi to Inti Peruvian Coffee, Magnum 44 Cattle Ranch, Volker's, Chunky Cookies, Hummus and Gelato. My man Paul, look out for my man Paul. He'll be out there. Also, our Valley Fair Mall pop-up from 12 to 3 at Valley Fair Mall. It's the craft fair. Then from 6 to 9 o'clock, again, this is still Saturday, Devotion Championship Wrestling Payment Due. It's at the Light Tree Studios, 740 West, 1700 South. Let's take a deep breath in, Sifa. Breathe in the mana. The nose, yes.
The good.
So we are quite busy. It's been a long time since we've seen you. You're looking well these days, my friend. First off,
trying to look like you.
No, don't look. You don't want to look like this. There's a lot of saggy stuff everywhere. You don't want that. No, I don't drink cover anymore. I have enough excitement with Cindy in my life. I don't need cover.
That's awesome.
I gotta ask, if we could catch up. Yeah. How have you been? How's your personal life? What are you married yet? How are things looking, my friend?
That I know of? No,
you better know of it, man. Shoot.
I'm just kidding. No, man, I'm doing phenomenal. You know, first of all, thank you. Proper protocol. Pay my respects to Big Budah.
Oh, yeah.
And I thank you, man, and your wife for the opportunity to come on here. And I'd be remiss if I didn't, mention Solo. He was supposed to be here tonight.
Yeah.
But prayers for his son.
Yeah.
So I'm here, and I'm just, I'm doing good. God is good.
All the time.
Despite, where we go in life, we're always going. And that's why we're here. We're going with the band. But I'm doing phenomenal. I'm married to the band, to the game, in other words.
Oh.
No, just, it's good, man. I mean, what details you want to know?
Well, no, just try to catch up. I don't want people to think that we only know each other from these interviews. We actually, we're acquaintances. We go to the same church sometimes. Yeah. Meaning, I don't go to church all the time. Anyway, that's a story for another time.
Praise the Lord, you make it though, Cindy.
But God is good.
Yeah, man.
God is good. I know you're here to talk about FTCC, the band, and I wanted to start with establishing first and foremost, people out here may not recognize you. They might not recognize you or the name of the band, but I want to say you do know this band. You have seen them. You have clapped and cheered them on at numerous events. So where have we seen FTCC, and what is FTCC? What does that mean? Is there a goal, mission statement? Put us on the game.
Man, thank you, Budah. Again, thank you. Well, I mean, you guys have seen us out there, There's a lot of Polynesian bands out there, the Seventh-day Adventist band, the Liahona band, that's my uncle, the Kini Kinis.
Yeah.
Then we grew up in the Wesleyan band. Shout out to the Ma'us out there and the Tuifuas. They're holding it down, carrying on the legacy of Antoni Ma'u, who came from Tonga.
See?
So Antoni passed away. He came from the Wesleyan church, and he's the one that taught us. They still play. And it's funny because they have pockets of musicians that play everywhere. They play at community events, but how that ties into us, a lot of people are like, oh, we thought you were that band. Or we thought you were the Church of Tonga band,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we're not that band. We're the First Tongan Christian Church Brass Band. And we don't focus on the title so much, but we focus on the relationships and how we started in our mission.
Yeah.
So my older brother, Tavita, got his music ed degree from the U of U. First Polynesian drum major. Go Utes! Pastor Tavita, and then I got...
Sarge George Tonga. Sorry.
Kairos, doing awesome, man.
We still love you.
Yeah, right, man. Way to represent, tease up. But I got my music degree from the U of U.
Yeah.
And then we decided to use our ministry as a platform to give back to the community. Like, what can we do? We don't have like a mutual night.
Yeah.
And we don't have a YSA. What can we offer? So I was like, dude, let's start a band. In Tonga, brass bands are big.
I want to say in the South Pacific everywhere. That's where in Samoa. That's my experience.
Because you play trumpet too, right?
I dabble. I used to. Yeah.
You grew up playing. I think you played in California, right?
I did. The trumpet. This is not about me, but only because Sifa brought it up. I did play trumpet only because they said trumpet players were the best kissers. Anyway, let's end. It's a story for another time.
Right.
Sorry, he brought it up.
It's like facts.
Ask your brother.
I was gonna say,
Pastor Wesley, he's a trumpet player. He know.
Hey man,
you know how dangerous
got chops
that
for
is.
days.
Okay.
But no.
So you don't focus on the name, the title of the band so much.
So that's how we started, because people are like, I know the name can kind of put up a wall, or it can kind of, cause people to not want to join.
Let me ask you about that. What sometimes, like you just said, it does put up a wall with titles.
Right.
I would assume somebody on the outside who's not part of the Pacific Islander culture might say, oh, I am a trumpet player, but that sounds like it's only for Polynesians.
Right. Tongans,
and I can't, and maybe their music's different, maybe their F sharp is different from my F sharp. I don't know. But again,
treble
like you
clef,
said,
bass clef.
Just hearing that could cause a wall and stop somebody from. So tell me about that. You don't focus on the name.
So we focus on relationships.
Okay.
So our main goal is to help people find purpose, make an impact, because...
Is that where that saying comes from? What do you guys use? Your mission statement?
Our mission statement is spreading God's love through music.
Spreading God's love through music. Man, I can't... If that doesn't align with all music genres, for example, I'm assuming I don't want to assume. Are you a Bob Marley fan?
Oh, yeah. One
of the most famous quotes he said is...
Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob is, when music hits you, you'll feel no pain.
Yes.
Again, speaks across all kinds of genres, right?
Music,
and then I love it. You're not poo-pooing on anybody's music. You're not saying, oh, classic music, boo, or hip-hop, boo.
Right.
Whatever music speaks to your heart is what I'm hearing from you.
Yes.
And you can use that to spread God's love.
Yes. And I'm so happy you brought that up, because music is a universal language.
Yes.
I think we can all agree with that. But it's funny because even a lot of our musicians, they they come from different faiths.
Yeah.
There's some people that that are like they're hippies. Some people come from LDS, but they all bring something to the table. But we all speak the music language when we all come together.
So you take any kind of musician.
Take anyone.
Well, let's.
Doesn't matter
since
who you
we're
are.
here, since we're here at this point, what is the need of the band right now as far as like band members and sections?
Yes. Well, we're always in need.
Okay.
There's always a need for brass. The trumpets, obviously the higher end, so they could always pop out a little more. But I mean, what we're in dire need of is baritones, trombones. So if you play that out there, I know you can join us. I know there's a lot of kids that play at school. I hear a lot of the parents I speak out to in the community. I overhear they say their son is thinking about joining band at school. So yeah, they can join band, but bring them, they can learn with us too. But trombone and tuba are the two biggest things.
Is it hard? Maybe again, there might be somebody sitting on the fence, like I've always wanted to try that, but how hard is it to learn an instrument? And do you guys offer instruction once they join the band? Or do you want them to come with some knowledge already?
Yeah, in terms of hard, I would say it's not hard.
Okay.
It's simple. Like it's simple to do sit-ups, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard to do 100 if you're not used to it. So it's not hard at all. It's pretty simple. Actually, the bigger mouthpiece instruments like a trombone and tuba, it's easier to play because it's wider. So your lips can adjust more to your embouchure can get settled a lot more faster than a trumpet.
Temperature, the embouchures. Yeah.
The embouchure.
The embouchures.
Yes. You got it.
Only Polynesians, man. You cut your leg off, man. Don't amputate your mouth, bro. Don't.
No.
So it sounds like if you can play an instrument, bring your own instrument.
Yes.
Right?
You can.
When do you guys have practices? When do you, or maybe an audition is with?
So our onboarding process is just letting me know.
Please tell me. No, dude.
I'm sorry.
I have it in my mind that you guys are on top of a hill, like it's East High School, and you have your trucks with your lights, and down below they're having the audition, and then you guys flash your lights once for yes, twice for no.
Right. P1 or P2.
And they look up, and Sifa's like, nah, pink.
Yeah, punk. Oh, okay.
Is it that serious? The audition for no?
You know what? You're giving me that idea. I'm gonna try that now. I'm gonna say, come outside and stand right there while I get in the truck. I love that. It's funny you bring that up. The movie Drumline. I can tell you watch Drumline. All right, okay. Yeah. It's funny. Fun fact though. Sorry, I actually learned how to play snare. Was the movie Drumline.
Oh,
yeah, so the movie Drumline came out like da.
Yeah, but you know how to read notes though. That's not fair.
Yes, I mean throughout school. Hey man, they got resources everywhere. Over here,
the only subject in school that does not have packets, band. I'm going to stop there. I'm just
the packets is a concert, and if you can't play, then that's just sad day.
Hey, when did you know that music was always gonna be part of your life? I mean, did you ever try to say, you know what, I'm not gonna play piano ever again, mom and dad, and then came to your room, was crying, and then realized, why am I playing Elton John? What's going on? When did you realize that music was always gonna be part of your life?
You're a funny guy, man. You bring it back memories.
So it wasn't Elton John? It was Michael Bolton?
No, it wasn't Elton John. It was like Tongan hymns, Wait,
Foni Poleo?
He was like Queen Salote, Faskakala.
Oh.
Like, you go and punch in air. Or,
really?
My favorite was in the Fakame, like growing up in the Tongan church, Wesleyan church. They're like, Hiva gele Allah. You sing. You don't sing. They're like, I'm going to hit you. And you're like, You start singing louder,
How do you stop crying when they keep hitting you?
You just sing louder. Sing out the pain.
See, that's why our music, you can feel it when we play. You can feel it when we play our music.
Literally and figuratively.
When did you know?
Yeah, Matt. I knew it. Man, that's a good question. I'd say about 5th grade. It's funny you bring that up. Now that I'm remembering, like to go back to the Wesleyan band, I was in Tahatolu on 13th South and State. I'll never forget hearing a Tongan cassette tape. It was a school in Tonga called La Venga Malie. Oh. Yeah, and they were playing all these like Tongan sweet songs.
Meaning, what does that mean?
It's a school, that's Mali. I don't know. Actually, it was Toloa. Sorry. It wasn't La Venga Mali, it was Toloa. So
like I'm going to fact check him. Like, no, it was Toloa, man. No.
They're going to check.
But go fact check right now. I'm just kidding.
I know they're probably Googling it right now. But Toloa is a king school.
Okay.
Yeah, the old school boys, Toloa, Tonga College Toloa, that's, it's named after the king.
I think we may have something like this.
They
we
wear
have
blue.
an all boys school.
Yes, all
Like
boys.
Sangele. So we have Chanel College. We also have Avele College. All boys school. St.
there
Joseph's
girls too?
before all these. Hey, what about our school? St. Joseph's, Avele, and Malisi. Okay, there you go. All your shout outs.
Yeah, because Queen Salote is like that too.
Yeah.
Like the Queen of Tonga Salote, they just had their 100-year anniversary out there in Tonga.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Toloa, they had a tape and I got a hold of it and I was playing it in my dad's car. But you hear these Tongan songs, the euphonium, the baritone goes crazy. If they play like Da Koe Sola, the euphonium does all the fill-ins.
Okay.
Like da 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 da. And I was like, what? I've never heard of that. So that's why I told my dad, hey, where can I learn this? That's when he took me to the Wesleyan band.
I grabbed a hold of you there, huh?
And I just, ever since then, 5th, 6th, I went to school, played that, learned drums by ear, and one thing just connected to the next, like trombone, tuba, guitar, and you just start, like you said, it's a language. You start to pick up little things. And
We're getting a question from our audience. Hold on, there's a question from our audience. Have you ever used your powers for your own gain? Hold on, clarify, please. Did you ever play slow jams to pick up girls? Anyway, I don't know where
Back
that's
in college,
coming. I don't know where that's coming from.
Shout out to Deki 2000. You did that interview too.
Hey, I don't know.
Shout out to Deki, man. I used to, get to know you. That was like the 2008-9 songs with the piano, the guitar, the famous chord progressions everyone would play and sing it with Makishi. So it's funny you say that because I did learn it on the piano by ear. I was like,
No, it's
2, 5, 6, 1 chord progression.
Look, this is just my way of showing people that you really love music. You live and you breathe music. And if my band director is like you, if my band director lives and breathes music the way you do, I think I would want to come play for you. I would want to be under your direction because of your passion for music. It's evident, it's clear. Anybody that looks at this video and sees our chat, they will feel the same as we, jokingly refer to it, the mana, right? But there's clearly a next level of love for music and your desire to really want to spread God's love through that. Let me ask you, is that enough? Is there, what else can there be to help you push that? For people that are watching, is that enough for them to come in, join the band, and stay in it to be part of that mission statement to help spread God's love through music? Is it enough for band members to stay in?
Oh yeah, it's funny because I was asking the kids like, why did you join from the LDS faith, different backgrounds, and they were like, the reason why I do it is to make a difference. So I'm like, oh, that's what it's all about. People are looking for a place to make a difference, find purpose, make an impact. And, I'm not going to touch too much on it, but there's so much going on out there.
Yeah.
So much. I'm like, man, we need more positivity, some music, some joy, some,
No, I'm glad you said that. I was leaning towards that way too as a release. When I was playing the trumpet, what I missed out on is we've all seen those movies or TV shows where the artist, whether they're a saxophone player or guitar player, they go off and they have their moment alone, and it really is almost like a soul searching for them, right? I didn't have that deep connection. Do I know scales? I know that I didn't write my own music. I didn't do any of that. But that's my only regret when I put down the trumpet is not having that personal connection. I want to say maybe one time I tried it, but in my mind I thought it was. I felt like I was Fia Palangi. I went into the room, I dimmed the lights, and I pulled out a Kingfisher, and I put it up on the stand, and I got the mute, and I put on the mute, and I was trying to like. I was trying to jazz it up.
So Miles Davis, man.
And I couldn't really connect to it. I didn't have enough time. But the next week we moved to Samoa and my musical influences changed.
Wow.
Right? So I say that to say this, regardless of what anyone's musical influence or likes are, I would want to come and be under your tutelage because it's going to foster my personal. I'm not going to. You're not force feeding me your ideology.
Yes.
If that's what I'm trying to.
So good.
That's the word I
Yeah.
want. It's not. It's not Sifa. It's not
Yeah.
FTCC's ideology.
Right.
It's music almost. In the form that you want to accept it.
Yeah.
How do you want to bring music in and
Yes.
add that to the band?
Yes.
Am I
So good. That's
okay?
it.
I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down.
That's it right there. Because a lot of people are like, do I have to cut my hair? Like, no.
Okay, that's
come as you are.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for saying that.
And that's like, it's the platform.
Yeah.
You know, I said we're using the platform of music for them to express themselves, but also find freedom. Because you think about it, like you were talking about, you were in your room, you were playing. You know, in the Tongan culture, it's very intentional, right? You have roles, which is amazing. You know,
and the way y'all write music, man. I don't know about old school Samoan music, but the Tongan music, the way y'all drive, like the stanzas. I call them stanzas because I don't know what else to call them.
The arrangements.
Yeah, I look at that and I'm like, what? So again, a different knowledge and adding to the thing that is FTCC.
Yep, you're right, 100%. Because they come and they bring what they know, and then we bring it together. So we're not taking away, but we're not putting a box around them. We're like, dude, you can solo. You know how to, you know your pentatonic scales. We bring that. And you don't have to like change the way you play. And it's not a sense, because I know there's some musicians are like, oh yeah, but there's still the form of the musicality. I'm not saying we sacrifice that. What I'm saying is we don't just stick to one genre. Yeah. So it's funny you were saying that. I was talking to one of the other band directors of the Tongan church. I say, man, I respect you guys. You guys can do the entemas. You're talking about the stanza. Yeah. They do like the opera, the big choral music. Said we can do that, but our strengths is like jazz, right?
You just
Solo,
something just hit me as we're talking about the music. Here's another way to identify this band. This is the only marching band as of late, I can't remember of anything before these guys, that plays Dua Diddy.
Oh, Zapp and Roger.
That's
coming.
So again, when people are like, they remember that song. I don't know anybody else that plays that selection.
Really?
To be honest, I don't think I've.
Dang.
I think you guys are the first, or maybe the only ones I've heard play in a marching band setting.
That's awesome.
So that's cool.
So
again, it speaks to the musicianship. You know, music, all genres of music.
You're right. Yeah.
Let's take a break 100%. Here because I want to come back and talk about how you can be part of the band. We kind of covered that, but let's say you want to just help from afar. You want to donate. Well, there is a cause. They got something they're prepping for, and you could help out. They like the kind that jingles, but they prefer the kind that folds. So again, we'll take a break here. Here's a word from our collaborators. Oh no, sorry. Actually, if you're still unsure of what or who FTCC is, here's a little clip. Enjoy, and we'll be right back. Yeah. So the video's playing right now. Talofa and Malo Lele, welcome back. My man Sifa Uesi with the FTCC. Don't focus on the name. It is the first Tongan Christian church brass band. But if you're not Christian, if you're not Tongan, you can still join the band. That's what I heard from our previous conversation. Am I right?
Yep, it's just a platform.
Again, and you want people to come, band members, bring your own instruments. Let's say people are saying to themselves, you know what, I can't make it. I got too much going on, but I would love to donate some money to their cause. What do they got coming up? Do you have anything that you could use some support from the public? Again, whether it's in-kind donations, whether it's a band member, or even money. What's on the docket for FTCC as far as events, upcoming appearances?
The first appearance is May 14th. So
that's coming up.
Yes.
Wow.
If you're anywhere in Salt Lake, we're gonna have a combined concert with Glendale Middle School.
Okay.
So yeah, they asked us to do like a cultural exchange, a music exchange. So there's a lot of Tongan kids in that area. So they asked us just to go and do an educational, clinic, and then also do a Tongan number with them for the concert. Because Sam Noyce is the band director there from the U as well, but he's teaching a lot of good kids out there, and they're doing a lot of classical pieces. But just to end off the school year, to highlight the Polynesians there, we're going to do a Tongan number.
If there's a student there who has the right stuff that fits FTCC, would there be maybe an invite from the band director? Like, hey, we could use you. I mean, you're scouting for talent.
Yeah, we're scouting for talent. So we're always out there looking, because you find the right person that can lead you. The quality of that person can lead you to the next person. So yeah, we're good.
May 14th.
Yes, May 14th. Okay. And apparently there's a lot of really good players out there, because there's some musicians from the Church of Tonga, from the Wesleyan Church, and they all go to school in Glendale. Yeah. So it's kind of a cool way just to like bridge the gap and tie into the, to create a bridge between the educational side and the cultural side. Because they're all learning music through Sam, but it's cool. We get to bring like a Queen Salt, something from their heritage, and learn.
That's a great musical exchange.
Yeah, cultural, awesome.
It's a musical cultural exchange.
Yeah,
I love that.
And man, also like a relationship.
Good in the community, man.
So after that, I'm like, man, like we're having ideas. Like we might do a Mala'ulu or drum beat, just to give them a little chance to learn.
But also, Tongan drumming is different from any kind of drumming.
Yes.
So again, drumming, to teach that and music and culture. Yeah. You got that. Very nice.
And the opportunity for them to play in a school setting. Like if I had that when I was younger, I'm like, man, that would just like enhance like what you were saying.
There's so many programs kids today's have that we didn't have when we were younger. What about football? Are you guys doing anything with football, parades, or maybe festivals or games? I
don't think we're doing any games. I know that we're doing Taylorsville Days. I did talk to Felila and Sam. We're planning on going to Bonfire and doing, taking the brass to do just a couple Faskakalas there.
Hey, you know what? You brought something up. I just wanted to ask. I've seen mariachi bands, right? Yes. And they go around, they play for hey, you're a sweetheart. You want to play a song. Could you guys do that, like a brass quartet? Do you have something like that already?
We could. The nature of it though is different, which is why we chose Bonfire. So that's a great point you bring up, because the mariachi, the nature of that is like, they have the quinceañera, it's celebrations. They can rent them out for parties and different things like that. But our type of celebrations, obviously, you have the DJ and the taulunga and stuff. But we're trying to emphasize reaching out to all ages. So at least we know at Bonfire, like it's a lot of the younger adults. Yeah. So they all play music too. So it'd be cool to bring the brass in there.
So what I'm hearing from you is that when the kava kicks in, they won't care what song is playing. Is that what I just heard you say? That's
I hope, in case we mess up, or they might get up and taulunga, because we'll do
and throw money. That's it. That's the key. That's it. That's
like, if you're feeling it, toss in $20.
Yeah, make it rain.
Yes,
not drizzle. Coins hurt. We don't like it drizzle. Yeah, pennies, they hurt, man.
No pennies.
No pennies.
You don't want to knock out any musicians.
dollar bills. Yeah, we like dollar bills. Dollar bills. A little bird told me that you guys you got invited to the Fiesta Bowl Parade or Fiesta Day Parade?
Fiesta Bowl Parade.
Oh, tell me about that.
So Nate Torres, he's part of the committee of the Fiesta Bowl committee. He's part of the outreach program. So he emailed us. He's like, hey, we saw you guys online, pretty energetic. We love the culture. We'd love for you guys to bring that out to Arizona. So we've been invited. We accepted the invitation. However,
Wait, is this the first time we're hearing about it?
Yes.
Oh my
This
God.
is the first time. Big
Announcement.
Big Buddha broke the big news.
Oh no, I don't want to steal your thunder. I
No,
apologize.
man.
I thought it was
I wouldn't
already
want to
out
do it
there.
anywhere else but here.
Oh, you're very
It was
kind.
meant to happen. It was
You know
meant
what?
to happen.
The floor is yours, Sifa.
But yeah, this is the first time ever. I don't know if I've ever heard of a Tongan band going outside to represent at a bowl game. Because usually it's the school's band that goes. Like if University of Utah were to make it to the festival,
That
obviously
band would-
they would
yes.
go and they represent. So it's not only for us, but it's the state.
To me, that
it's
sounds like they
huge.
wanted to grab you guys first before you were too busy. See, they don't even know who's playing in the game. Think of it that way.
Wow.
We gotta get them
Yes.
before it gets too busy. We don't even know who's playing in the game. We don't care who's playing in the game.
Wow.
We want to solidify our entertainment first.
Yes.
See,
That's amazing,
It would to
man.
me. It would have been backhanded compliment
Right.
if they wait for Utah to get into the bowl, then invite you to come out.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter who's going to be in the game.
Yep.
They want FTCC.
Yes, that's it. That's what I was saying. So we didn't know, but yeah, we're going, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it
So,
has nothing to do with Utah. Has nothing,
Nothing
to
to
do
do
with
with-
playing. It's
yeah.
all your skill.
It's all our skill.
Congratulations,
So,
FTCC.
Yeah, it's all the players, man. You guys did it.
So
thank God.
Okay.
too.
So
God is good.
we established earlier that you need members.
Yes.
So now there's a big gig. So if you want to get in the band and maybe march in this parade,
Yeah.
start coming now. Coming to auditions.
Yes.
When can I show up?
I was just gonna touch on that. Man, Buddha's so good. Obviously has skin in the game, this guy. Friday nights, we are in our lesson season.
Okay.
So right now we're doing beginning band lessons. So we move in cycles. So if you can't make the beginning band lessons, it's all good because we have online classes too.
Okay.
So we send out online videos for you to learn. Those happen on Fridays. So it's Friday at 6 p.m. to 7:30.
Is the flight of the bumblebee still the audition piece for the trumpet?
Well, it depends. It depends if they can do the moves and all the. No, it's actually Carnival Venice, and you have to wear a tuxedo and a suit.
Come on.
And you have to come with a piano cover.
You see the levels? There's levels to FTCC.
You have
Man,
to come in triple tongue, and you have to
bro.
double. Thank you.
Malo. Hey,
Thank you.
everybody out there, how about a round of
Man, it's
that
gonna be
is
awesome.
And again,
Wow.
whether it's the name,
Let's
don't
go.
focus on the name. You don't have to be Tongan.
You don't have to be
And you
Tongan.
don't have to be Christian to
You don't-
join the
yeah.
band,
You
right?
just got to be a good person, loving person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be a good example.
So,
Yeah.
you're looking for all sections.
Yes.
All instruments.
All instruments, drummers. I mean, even if you play anyone.
Triangle?
The triangle.
I
The whistle
I can play
flute.
this. No,
You know?
we're not doing the piccolo.
The
That's
whistle
not
piccolo.
happening. That's not.
The bass drum,
That is so cool. Look, here's the other thing. We've touched on it. We said it. Maybe we didn't really say it as openly, but there is a direct cultural exchange. When you do something, if you're Tongan, just by the mere movement of doing something, it's Tongan because you're doing it, right? Grabbing it. It's not if you're Palangi way of grabbing the mic. You're Tongan. That's how Tongans grab it because
Right.
you're Tongan.
Yeah,
Does that make
mafana.
sense? When
Yeah.
you walk, that's how Tongans walk because you're a Tongan, and that's how you're walking.
How you laugh.
How you laugh.
How you hila over there.
You understand what I'm saying?
got you.
So there is that cultural exchange, and so
Yeah.
somebody coming with no knowledge of that is going to gain something that'll add to their music repertoire. And you guys are also the band members that are already there will also extrapolate what they're bringing.
Yes.
So it is a real cultural exchange.
It is.
I don't know if
Yes.
you went in mind thinking that, but that's what I see the accomplishment. So congratulations, you are
Thank
definitely
you.
spreading God's love through music, and
only
helping your
through
fellow
God, yeah.
man.
Because it's funny, we didn't even plan for that. And we got the email, which like it was all God. So, I remember when you told us 3 years ago, you should do the Macy Bowl parade. It's like, we're never doing no parade outside of Utah. And
here
then
you
all of
are.
a sudden, here's an email. Like, okay, we got to do it. The calling is coming. We got to answer it. So,
And again, when you're so close to it, sometimes you don't recognize your accomplishment, and you could also be very humble about it too. But now that I hear the story, the email didn't come after they knew who was playing at the bowl.
Right.
The email didn't come because that guy is from the University of Utah.
Right.
You know, however it came, you said it yourself. Hey, we love your style. We love your energy. So that's whatever you're doing, it's working. You know, and now people outside of Utah are starting to recognize and feel it. They may not understand it,
Right.
but it's working. Whatever it is that they felt when they heard your music, it's working, bro.
Wow.
It's working. So congratulations, model.
Thank you. Shout out to the kids, man. It's a testament of the band players.
Again, this is a message that you should go back and tell them, hey, you guys are doing it, man.
Yeah, they're doing it.
You guys see it? This is not because of us.
Yeah.
They heard y'all
me.
play.
Yeah.
They heard us play and wanted to invite
players.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone coming together. You're right. The Palangis, the Hispanics, because we have 3% Hispanics, 70% Polynesian, 30% Palangis. So man, they all, it's all them.
Yeah.
So you're right, man. So if you don't have to be tonguing like what you said, anyone can join. But I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So
and
Fridays,
hopefully from that, there'll be more other opportunities. If I could ask about music and especially in this, we kind of touched on it throughout our conversation that there's so much going on. Being someone who has so many genres of music and in your life, what, again, I'm going to ask you a little personal.
Okay.
What is their genre of music, or what is your favorite, who is your favorite artist that when the world is chaotic, you can flip that on or go to your favorite instrument, start playing it, and the music just puts you where you're supposed to be?
Wow. Such a good question. Israel Houghton and Jonathan McReynolds. So those two were my favorite.
Any one of their pieces? Is there a particular song that speaks to you that maybe could help somebody out there?
Yeah. Israel Houghton's "You Hold My World in Your Hand." So good. Yeah. Sorry.
Can you got any bars? I
don't got no bars.
Or can you recite some of the lines that you know that?
I'm not gonna recite it because I don't cry on camera. But I will tell you the musicality, phenomenal. Like I'm huge into instrumentation, and he starts off, with just starting off slow, but you can hear the climax, and when the climax hits, you can feel it, man, because he plays from the soul and then from the spirit. The Holy Spirit, and then he uses gospel, a little bit of like cinematic. So it's like dramatic, but at the same time, you get a sense of like, it's not just regular chord. You hear sevenths, you'll hear hits, calling responses, all these elements that derive from like African-American to classical.
Yeah.
But when you bring all that together and you create something, it's just like, man, like that's just from him. I mean, obviously through the revelation, I'm not preaching because, he's creating, it's Christian.
Why not?
It's Christian music. Right, he's creating gospel music that's coming revealed to him through the Spirit, but that's something that came from him. Like no one else could have done that. I mean, they could have emulated it, but it's like the creativity of a person is so powerful.
Well,
and that's
again,
like a reflection of.
I ask you only
talent.
Because there's
So good.
A lot of the stuff we're trying to mimic what you guys are doing, spreading God's love through music. We hope that these conversations can help somebody at home watching, maybe they're sitting on the fence.
Seriously.
They're having a dark time in their life.
Amen,
and maybe hearing an artist or a song again, what's the artist's name?
Israel Houghton.
Okay. If that could help lift you and bring you out of whatever it is that you're going through, then so be it. Go check that artist out.
Yeah.
In closing, we go by the mana, we go by the spirit, or is it a break? Are we taking a break? You want to take a break? Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. We'll wrap things up. With Sifa and FTCC. So don't move a muscle. How do we follow? How do we learn more about FTCC? Instagram, Facebook. Where do you want to drive traffic?
We have an Instagram page. Just Google FTCC.
Okay.
Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
All the contact information's on there.
And after today's show, this episode will also appear on YouTube once all is done and we've. My wife finishes everything she's supposed to do. Okay.
The big boss?
The big boss, yes. You know, the big boss,
I'm
right?
learning, watching.
Yes, she's the big boss. We will take a break. Don't move a muscle. We're going to finish things up with our fearless band leader, my man Sifa Uesi. Okay, be right back.
Yeah, hey, look, I tried, but I couldn't get past the teardrops. So I just started off by saying, dear pops, hey, it ain't been the same since you been gone. But you the only one that told me fear God. Hey, hope you seen all of my bros that they make it through. Unconditional love with me is bulletproof. Started messing with my mind, seeing bone and scope. D told me, little brody, one day we all said I'm just trying to understand it. Going through it, it get hard just to manage. I know it's you, but please tell me what the plan is. Cause I could feel it slipping away. Oh, I could feel it slipping away. Lord, I'm just trying to understand it. Going through it, it get hard just to manage. I know it's you, but please tell me what the plan is. I don't wanna lose my way. No, I don't wanna lose my way. So Lord, hear my message. Tell me who I am. Through the haze of yesterday I stand. Come in softly to the tune of my heart. Give me direction, a brand new start. You my brother, we forever gonna be locked in. In the words of God, I eat with the ones I starved with. I came up sleeping on the floor inside of them apartments. That's why everything I do, you know I go the hardest. Because the streets left me cold, they left me heartless. I said the streets left me cold, they left me heartless. Remember me, I'ma be one of the realest to do it. Don't need therapy.
Sorry, just taking a sip of water here. Thank you so much. Come on back. That was our local artist, Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
Do you listen to a lot of local artists? No, since your music, this is great. Who's on your playlist? Who artists or song that you can recall? You know, that's on your top 10 playlist right now. What's on your iPad? He doesn't have an iPad, but
you know what? You're making me look, making me think. I gotta look at the phone
because I always like to hear music, guys, because they think differently about, you know, they're very intentional, like you said, about their music. So, what does a music guy listen to, and what's on his playlist?
Okay, I'm gonna name 3.
Go ahead.
This is just off of the list.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking here. So there's Shiasi. Okay, because he kind of holds the Hawaiian. Still
Don't explain your life. Just tell us who your artists are.
Kiwini Batai and Siasi are the same.
Yes.
So those two are counting as one.
Okay.
Because I listen to those two.
Okay.
And then Pakui popped up.
Oh.
I've never heard of him. Oh, you know Pakui? Oituem or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, he popped up on my playlist. I was like, oh, mama, okay. But I've been listening to him lately. And T.I. and Wyclef.
How much stock do you put into a person who's given the title Grammy nominated artist? How much stock do you put into that? Does it mean a whole lot to from a musician? I'm just trying to ask from a musician guy. Okay, so from
personal opinion, I mean, that's a layered question.
Can anybody? Because anybody can be nominated, right? You can be nominated for. There's all kinds of categories. Yeah. I just wanted to hear it from from a non-music guy, because I play other people's music for a good part of my life. I was a DJ, right? I wanted to really know from a guy who creates music, a guy who does music. Does it really mean something if somebody says, "Hey, man, I'm a Grammy-nominated artist"? Does that mean anything to you as a music guy?
That's like mainstream. So I mean, I know it holds that like title, like
there's something there.
Yeah, it's
but
a significant level. I know guys like Chance the Rapper who does gospel and blues and jazz.
Yeah, but everybody knows Chance the Rapper.
He's a Grammy now.
Yeah.
So I could see how that works.
Yeah.
But there's some artists who've made it and I'm like, I don't know how.
Yeah.
I mean, from a musician standpoint, you know, because I'm listening for musicality, jazz, like everything.
It's got to hit on all levels.
Yeah, I got to hit on all levels, and Chance the Rapper can do that. Choir. breakdown, build up,
I really,
captures you.
I got a chance to be around him a little bit.
Wow, really?
His cousin is James the Mormon.
Yes.
They're real cousins. You know how like Polynesians say, no, that's my real cousin.
That's my uncle.
That's my uncle.
Right.
But those cats like him and Pharrell, they're just on a different music level, man.
Right.
Like I will listen to something and I hear somebody sing. In my mind, I was like, bro, dang, he freaking killed it! Oh my gosh! And then Pharrell would come on. Yeah, it was a little sharp, and I wasn't feeling the musicality, and you were really into it. Hertz. And I'm like, why is his hearing different from mine? But people like that, like yourself, and I'm
he was a little off.
Just sees it off,
yeah.
So again, if your band director is this passionate about music, again, the love, the musicality. That means if you are a young musician, I gotta feel like they should have the confidence that this could be the right band, at least for the basics and the foundation. Oh yeah, right.
And just to unlock what you're passionate about.
Yeah. March Madness usually means your brackets. He's an everyday guy too. We live in the world, even though we may not be part of the world. Right. Did you fill out a bracket, and when did it get busted?
You know what? I haven't had time to fill out a bracket.
See? Again, he's worried about music.
I've been preparing for the parade season and getting ready for this concert.
How do you prepare for parade season? That's a great topic. How does a marching band prepare for parade season, besides the obvious, practice your music? Is there any other things that people may not think about that marching bands do to prep for parade season?
First of all, I pray.
Okay.
Because I need that. We got to pray just to make it today. Stay present. Yeah, make it today, every day. Everyday people. Okay. Man, sorry, I got to think about it.
Like, do you guys do any physical fitness stuff?
Yes, everything is in seasons. Okay. So I do them in cycles. Okay. So right now it's the beginning band cycle. The advanced players come later because they're already good. But I try to maintain the level of musicality with the cycle. So right now, the kids that can't really play, I get them up to par, to like standard level. Oh. But we implement the running throughout the rehearsal.
What about, I just had this question. What about if I'm a second chair, I'm the second chair instrument? Yeah. Could you help me get to first chair?
Yeah.
What?
It's funny you say that because Foni Palu, his daughter is Sia. Okay. So she started off like third. She went to second. But she's been coming to practice consistently last year. Eddie was helping her do a couple lessons here, and I was helping her learn like some jazz skills. But she's been practicing every day because her parents, keep her on board. And now she's first. And she has chops. So I'm like, man, within that year, within coming to practice consistently, she's reaping the benefits now of.
So again, you can come and play because you love music. Yeah. Add some skill, go back to your band and challenge for your and progress and move up.
And works hand in hand.
It's what learning there. Oh my gosh, it just hit me. Yep. It's like having practice without practicing. Because look, I don't know anybody who practices and says, I love this. I know there are musicians out there, but the scales, that was the worst part for me was scales. Scales, oh my right? Gosh, but man, this could be a level up for any young musician who doesn't like to practice by themselves. You're right. Come and practice in the group setting. Yep. This is, man, why did we have stuff like this when we were kids, man?
Yeah, you're right. And have fun while you're doing it. So Victor Wu, and he's a famous bass player. Yeah. Says, people are like, how often do you practice? He's like, I don't count because I'm having fun. I'm playing what I like to play. So essentially I'm practicing. So he's like, as long as you're playing, you're practicing. So my goal is, because it's not a school where I'm like, you have to meet the state standard and tests and you have to do all these, assessments. No, your assessment is you're playing. And the parade, like, it'll show if you're playing or not. But as long as you show up and you play, you're gonna get better. Yeah. So I'm like,
it's still reps.
Win-win. Yeah,
it's still reps. You're still taking reps, just not by yourself.
Yeah. and you're having fun because they don't know it, but they're playing with each other. And they're having
You know
fun.
what? That could even be a way where a young musician could fall in love with music faster. Because when I was a young kid, I remember those were the most boring times when I was by myself.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad would make me go into the room, close the door because I was loud.
Yeah.
But if I had bandmates to practice with outside of the regular stuff, I think maybe I would have still stuck with it, to be honest with you.
Awesome.
Well, no, because chicks like jocks. It was really hard for me. Anyway.
Well, not in Tonga. Or
Well,
down south, and down south.
there you go.
Time is game time, so you know.
That's what happens. They were Tongans who were living in American Samoa. See, that's what happens. I just, Anyway.
They made it to the land of milk and honey.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on and talking about the FTCC and how we can help. It is clear, it is blatantly obvious that you love music and you love God because your mission is you're spreading God's love through music. I believe you are doing that. There's no way to say accomplished. That work is never going to end. So thank you for being a light and showing the kids, the next generation, it's cool to be a band geek.
Yeah.
You know, I consider myself a band geek.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but it's cool to be a band geek.
Yeah.
In closing, what is it that you would like to leave our audience with? Maybe a thought that helped you or that might help somebody, or, you know, anything that you would like to, in your closing, your parting shots.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you for those comments. I have to do the proper protocol, reciprocate it, you know, to the chief, Big Budah. And it's all about respect, you know, because that's one of the biggest things I've learned, you know, throughout this past 2 years. Last time I talked to you is all about respect. So, you know, to the kids, whoever even's out there, man, you just got to respect, you know, respect your parents, respect your culture, just respect yourself, you know, because we mess up in life, and I'm sure people are trying to figure things out, your goals, your ambitions, your dreams. But just, you know, if you just stay close to the Lord and just do what's right, things will fall in place. You know, and I'm not saying it in a way where it's like, because people are like, oh, that's cliche. But my point is like, you know, take a risk. You know, go out there. Don't be scared to stand out. You know, some people are like, I'm scared because of the title. I'm scared because I've never done that before. I'm scared of the unknown. Fear. You know, fear holds a lot of people back. So that's what I meant by respect. You know, when I mean by respect in the Tongan culture, you know, when I think about my ancestors, my parents, like it pushes me, you know, to do things I would never do. That's what I mean by respect is thinking about that and thinking about, you guys come from like you know, we come from lineages of warriors. Yeah. So it's like, goes back to the thing of like, why are we settling? You know, why not go out there and play? Why not stick out? Why not be different? Why not? Who cares? You know, everyone's so stuck in trying to follow the crowd. I mean, if you want to do that, cool. But, you know, there's already enough followers. We need leaders. We need people to come out, you know, come out here, do something good. You know, go out there and carry that, the you know, our people's traditions, the heritage. I'm not even talking about like the practices, but just like respect. Yeah. You know, that's part of the 4 pillars.
That's a word that everybody, that's a thing that everybody can understand.
Yeah. Everyone can understand that. You can take that no matter if you're black, white,
brown, yellow, whatever.
Green,
respect,
you know,
is across all boundaries.
Respect. And I think through respect, you'll find freedom. Because you'll be able to, like,
you know, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing, only because when we have opportunities like this, I have to take them. And I'm feeling, if you wouldn't mind closing out with something in Tongan, if you want to repeat that, only because, you know, this is going to go on YouTube and stay there forever. You know, when we have chances, no one's going to tell our story the way we tell it. You know, what would you say to our Tongan speaking audience, maybe our older generation, as far as like, you know, we could use some more encouragement from you guys? I don't know if there's anything like that you could say as far as in closing. Is there something in Tongan that you could say that could wrap us up in our culture?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Sorry, I have to pull it up because I want to make sure I say it right. But it's you know, the Princess of Tonga came to Mana. Okay. And what is it called? The Haichi, or the Matapu that was speaking for her. but he was talking about ofa haufuato. And he was saying it, you know, it talks about sacrifice, like you give your all. So I'm like, dang, it makes sense. And that's what our parents did. It's what you do. It's what your wife does. You know, and the kids, they may not understand it, but they feel it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what keeps us going, is just like, man, you know, like we fight all the time with our siblings and go through life. Like, man, we don't forget that sacrifice, you know, that love. But that's the word he talks about is hofa ufuato. And I just want to say, you know, like, just to close it off, like you're saying, just whakamalo. You know, koe lea tonga, koe whakamalo pe. You know, all we have is a thank you. I'm probably butchering it, but, you know, my brother, the Fife Cow, does all the Tongans. He's the one that does all this, but I'm practicing. Or the other words, ofatu. So thank you, Big Buddha. Whakamalo atu, malo ko lava, you know, and koyape malo.
Hey, malo fafatai. Thank you so much for coming up.
You, man.
We know when you're in the errand of God's work, you know, it's always a hustle. So thank you so much for being a positive light. That's our time. Again, there's so many things happening this week with our pop-ups, starting with Wednesday, Wild Cannabis, Thursday up at the Flower Shop, then Friday, Provo, Empathetics, Park City Farmers Market, and then payment due on Saturday, Valley Fair Mall, Southtown Mall. There's so many things going on. Please don't forget to support all of our local collaborators and sponsors. We'll give you a short word from our sponsors after we're done, but we're going to take you out with some John Spitoff. Stay after for a word from our sponsors. Thank you so much. We'll see you again on Friday for Friday morning Kalapu, but enjoy John right now.
I know that this seems overdue. There's so much left I have to say to you. And even if what we had is through, oh, there's so much left I have to say to you. I could try to make you understand. I would say, Raye, I wish I had the words to tell you how I feel tonight. Raye, I wish I could tell you that you make my world feel so bright. Oh, Raye, I wish I could tell you all the things.
It's true, there's a delicious and healthy way to enjoy the relaxing properties of kava. Pick up zero sugar, zero alcohol Dahonu from The Plug inside Valley Fair and Southtown Mall. Must be 18 years with a valid ID.
To comply with the new government mandate on Kratom, The Plug is listing all Kratom products at 30% off while supplies last. In-store or online at mycounterplug.com. Spend $75 and shipping is free. Must be 21 years with a valid ID.
At Empathetics Wellness, showing up is half the battle. For the entire month of March, we are offering free consultations for all of our services. Real conversations about real solutions for your health journey, from chronic pain to weight management, B12 shots. Book your appointment now. They're filling up fast. Empathetics.com. Must be 21 years with a valid ID.
When it comes to edibles, gummies aren't the only thing they have from Wild. Try the refreshing THC sparkling waters crafted by their food scientists for a fast-acting, zero-guilt way to sip and enjoy a balanced THC experience. Get yours today at Wild Cannabis in Evanston, Wyoming. Must be 18 years with a valid ID.
These delicious yeehaw-infused chocolate bars utilize a proprietary blend of functional mushrooms to help promote mood lift and creativity. Stop by The Plug inside Valley Fair Mall or Southtown Mall to get your hands on your yeehaw today and let your mind hit the open trail. Must be 21 years with a valid